Good day, the people of the Cameroons. This is a party political broadcast by myself, Maitre Mola Alex Ndiveli Singh, the leader of British Cameroon National Party. Today is the 1st of April 2024, and I come to talk about our non-functional government of La République du Cameroon. I come today to talk about a government that does not know how to govern, a government that does not follow their own laws, a government that put people in prison who have not committed an offense in accordance to the constitution of La République du Cameroon. Let me put this clear to you. I look at what is right, not the people I like. Don't like British Cameroon National Party, the personalities there. Choose what is right. And we are a party that we believe in policies and manifestos, not about where you come from, not about whether you're Anglophone or Francophone. We believe in equal status. I want to say to Etude today that Etude, you have been supporting criminals, top officials who are in your government who are criminals. When a minister of territorial administration from La République du Cameroon comes and say, political party, they don't have any right to associate. If you look at section 65, article 65 rather, of the constitution of La République du Cameroon, it says the preamble of the Cameroons is part and parcel of the constitution. And what does the preamble say? The preamble says that everybody have got to associate with who they want to. Nobody have a right to stop them. So when the minister, an incompetent minister of territorial administration, says political party cannot associate, Bello Buba is in coalition with the CNU rebranded CPDM. Minister Chiruma is with the CNU rebranded CPDM. They are in coalition. They are in coalition with who? Jean Didier Momo and other political parties. So you cannot think what is good for you is not good for another person. That's the danger. That's a country where people who don't read the constitution of the country, they put them to be ministers. People who don't understand the law of a country, they put them in a position to enforce the laws. That's the problem we are facing. And that's why we have British Cameroon National Party. We also have a governor from La République du Cameroon who said, let's terrorize the terrorists. Terrorism is a criminal offense. It's about people who use unlawful violence, especially against civilians, for a political objective. So when you have an unelected governor from La République du Cameroon saying that we should terrorize the terrorists, the governor is saying, let's commit crime to solve crime. And nobody is doing anything about that. These are people who are supposed to enforce law, maintain law and order. And they are saying that commit crime to solve crime. And Mr. Bia is doing nothing. Another unelected official of La République du Cameroon, Edio, said, let's use witchcraft to fight Amber. Witchcraft, in accordance to the law of Cameroon, is a criminal offense. So, when an unelected civil servant politician from French institution that was inherited from France and NAM says that we should use witchcraft to fight Amber, what does it mean? That commit a crime to fight crime and nobody is doing nothing. This is a non-functional government of Mr. Biya doing this. We have a government that does not understand the law. We have a government that does not know how to govern. We have a government that is just there as a window dressing exercise. Another point that I want to make to the people of the Cameroons is that there are people from this country that had a political authority, that had a territory and a population, former British Cameroon, a country headed by Dr. Endeli. There are people who were taken from this common law jurisdiction to Yaoundé. They were charged with terrorism. I know the definition of terrorism. The Ayuk Tabe Co, they were charged with terrorism. My dear brothers and sisters, you cannot charge people who are having a civil war against you under the law of terrorism, because there is a difference between terrorism and a civil war. War is not illegal. Terrorism is the unlawful use of force, especially against civilians, to pursue political goal. A war is different. A war is different in the sense that war, we have what we call war crimes. You can only charge somebody who is in a civil war with you on war crimes. I'll give you an example of some of the war crimes. War crimes is atrocity against a person, murder, ill treatment of a prisoner, torture, inhumane treatment, plundering of public and private property. There are a host of other law crimes, but you cannot charge somebody. We have a war going on now between Russia and Ukraine. It's a war. If they want to charge somebody, it's based on war crime. You know what is happening in Gaza based on war crime? It's not terrorism. You cannot charge Ayuk and Co under the terrorism law in Cameroon. No! They can only charge them that they have committed war crime. And I don't know why they are doing what they are doing behind the bars of La République du Cameroun. I'm not here to speak as if I'm a supporter of any person. I'm stating the law as the leader of British Cameroon National Party. We are a party of law and order. Do you know why during war, people exchange prisoners? Prisoners of war, the law protects them under the humanitarian law. And prisoners of war, they are not terrorists. They are war prisoners, that's how you call them. So under what basis did the government of La République du Cameroun, why are you putting the Ayuk Tabe and Co in prison? I'm not supporting them. I'm talking about the law, even Cameroon Constitution. Cameroon Constitution says, Article 65, which says the preamble is part and parcel of the Constitution of the Cameroons. Everybody is entitled to talk about what they think or their political opinion. Separation doesn't mean violence. Separation is a political opinion. So why are they locking up people in the Cameroons? Because they have a political opinion about separation or independence. The Constitution of Cameroon permits you to do that. So you cannot call somebody who have a political opinion that they are a terrorist. If you use violence, if you fight people, maybe it could be a war crime, but not terrorism. So today, as the leader of British Cameroon National Party, I'm calling on A2D the government of La République du Cameroon, that it is time to free these political prisoners. And you should distinguish between terrorism and war criminals. I'm not saying the Mancho BBC, the Ngalin, the Benji, and the others, I'm not saying they are war criminals. I'm saying when you're fighting war, the only basis you can charge those people are based on what? War crimes. If they have committed war crimes, they have the ICC. That the ICC, they can be sentenced or be tried by the ICC or the government of Cameroon if they are competent. But don't tell people who are fighting a war. I'm against war. Personally, the British Cameroon National Party is against war. But I'm speaking how the law stands. That is why we of the British Cameroon National Party, we believe it is time to allow British Cameroon National Party, the people who have competence, the people who know the law, the people who can maintain law and order and enforce law. It is time for us to take the country and put equal status rather than special status. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about what is right, not about who you like. Once more, this has been a party political broadcast by myself, Maitre Mola Adet Ndive Lisinge, the leader of British Cameroon National Party. Have a great day. Thank you.